Alright, our next step here is to remove our gas tank. We've already drained the gas. There's a couple fasteners that hold it on. The most important thing is to get this clamp off of our fuel line. What we're going to use again is our needle nose pliers, and it's a hose clamp, but it has a spring action to it. So I want to squeeze the tabs together and it should slide off. We need to be careful. If we don't squeeze it hard enough, it'll fly off like that. You'll lose it, it'll roll under something, so we need to be very careful. So we got that off. Then we need to take our fasteners that will loosen up our gas tank so we can remove it. Again, we're going to use the metric tools.
This looks like a 10 millimeter bolt over here, Mr. Jerzak. I'm going to try this one out. My closed on cock wrench. Looks like it's working good.
So it seems as though you couldn't get to that with a regular socket.
No. Very tight.
So I loosen up mine. I'm able to unscrew the rest of it by hand. And we're going to pull this out. Set our fuel tank parts aside.
Got some nuts or bolts for me?
There you go. We have 3.
Is that it?
That's it.
And I'm going to also put my hose clamp in with that, just to make sure I'm organized.
Alright. At this point, I can see that my gas tank is loose and it's ready to come out. There may be a little fuel that's in there, which is okay. I'm going to go ahead and carefully slide my hose under all these little springs in this linkage here. The reason why we take that little clamp off is we don't want to snag it on these springs because they're very, very delicate. I have my gas tank. I want to set it up on its side. Again, there may be some residual fuel that's in there. We don't want it leaking inside the locker. However, gasoline does evaporate rather quickly, so a couple drops isn't really going to hurt you. You just don't want to make a big mess of it. At this point, this is where things get a little bit difficult. We have all this linkage, all these springs, our governor, our throttle. You can see how our choke's working with a carburetor. If you're going to take pictures of something, take pictures of this. There's all these different holes where these springs are in. There's a set of 5 holes right here. You need to make sure that the spring goes back in its right hole. Everything has a place. Everything has a place. It's a giant puzzle. It's only going to work if it goes together the right way.